Live. Wow, all right, we're live. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, good evening, whatever it is around the world for you. We're here with the Mumfreedompreneurs, and we got Greta Campagnolo in. Where are you, Greta? Oh, she's muted. Are you muted? She might be muted. Okay.
I'm here. Whoa! And my baby's pressing buttons, and it's a little crazy.
and we got we got Sarita, and you are, what is it? It's like 11 p.m. where you are in Perth, Australia. And Michelle, you are you are in New Zealand. And tell everybody what time it is for you in New Zealand.
3 a.m.
3 a.m. So for those of you, any of you that have any excuses whatsoever, we have Michelle here at 3 a.m. You rock, girl.
Wearing my dressing gown.
Yeah, she's in her jammies there. It's all good.
Got something on. Yeah.
So, and Sarita's got her coffee going. Or something. So, and she's got another one of the little babies. Can we see who's that? Let's see the puppy there. You got
Luna.
Aw, hi. We got all.
Just had a haircut. She's 14 years old. She was my first baby before I had babies.
Aww. The other ones are sleeping. Mine are still sleeping because they had a late night last night. Would not go to sleep. So, anyways, welcome everybody to our Mumfreedompreneur Hangout. And our topic today, it's an interesting topic. You might not know what the heck this means. That abundance. Well, we are always on about abundance. Availability trumps ability. Availability trumps ability, and that means a whole lot of different things. It means a whole lot of different things. I'm going to get into some of it, and everybody else here, we're going to get into some of it. And feel free to comment, even if you're watching this after the fact, because we do go in and look at our comments and stuff. So if you're live with us, comment below. Otherwise, we'll be checking in later. And after the fact as well, for some of you that might be watching this in a replay, if you're, especially if you're in New Zealand, you're not up at 3 a.m. in the morning. And so we're going to get into it. This is a very different perspective than you might not normally think of, or some of you might. For those of you that are more advanced in the area of law of attraction, you might understand this. But this is a very powerful concept that is actually taught by a lot of seven-figure earners, and it may be called in something different. You may use a different terminology for it, and this might bring up an awareness within you. So you might want to get out a piece of paper, take some notes on this, because some of this is going to hit you later on a different level. That's the thing, is you're going to get it now, and then you're going to come back to it, and it's something that's going to come in a deeper and deeper level for you. And this is partially being inspired by Michael Bernard Beckwith, and it's also actually partially being inspired by someone that we know and love, Rhonda, from the Unstoppable family. And it was something that I had read, that something that she had said recently about a perspective that she carries, and this is someone that has amazing results in her life and her business. Some of the wonderful people on this panel here are here as a result of her. So thank you, Rhonda. You're watching this. My heart to you. So here's the thing: is it's a perspective. I'm going to get into a little bit of it, and then the ladies here are also going to share their experience and their take on it as well. And it's an idea of perspective, because here's the thing: we all have lots of abilities, and I'm sure some of you have had the experience, maybe you personally, or maybe just know somebody that we can in our business, we know all kinds of ninja stuff. We have a system. We have a great system of techniques and tools and stuff to do, and when you click below, you can see there's access to that. Anytime you can click it and access the very thing that we do, that we're creating amazing success in our lives with. A lot of the key to it, and it's within the system, and a lot of us don't realize this, but a lot of the key to it is you can give somebody specific tasks to do, okay? And there'll be somebody that'll do the exact same things as another person, right? And one person will get a much better result than the other one. And that has to do with what's going on inside of them. That's why we say that 90% of what you work on is yourself and what's going on inside of you. We provide you with all kinds of tools and access and ability of how to do that on a regular basis, of how to really grab a hold of that. But a lot of people don't necessarily follow the simple instructions. It's a very simple system of what it is that we do, and it's a very simple system to success. And the biggest piece of it, and it's kind of like the foundation of it is what's going on inside of you. And a key to that, a very powerful key to that, because a lot of us, we talk about it, we maybe, in the law of attraction, we visualize things and stuff, and we're always thinking about what we're going to have in the future, and, we have this goal that's way out there. But it's about really being available to the very thing that you're seeking, and being available. And this is gonna sound esoteric, but it's all that the abundance is already there. It's actually already there. All of everything that we could possibly need, and literally the abundance and prosperity of the entire universe is available. It's actually accessible. And every single time you set an intention or a goal or an outcome, right? It's there. It's already there. You just have to allow it. You have to allow it. You have to allow the opportunities that pop up in front of you. You have to allow the wisdom to come up from inside of you. You have to allow yourself to access everything that's around you, right in front of you at this very time. And it could be the very thing that we're talking about right now, to allow it in so that you can take the next step. And when you do that, when you actually allow that, then an access, and you could call this, the universal source, love, God, whatever you want to call it, abundance, prosperity, it's there, it's all there. And when you allow it, then your abilities are able to move through you, right? But if you have tons of technical skill, but you've got this mindset of lack, you've got this mindset of doubt, you've got this mindset of worry and concern and all of that. You're not worried that you're worried that everything is going to always be okay, that everything isn't always going to be moving for your good, that you're going to actually get results from your activities in your business, that you're actually going to have, look into your bank account and all of a sudden see that there's all these money coming in. I mean, all that you're going to be able to, all of a sudden see the people that you're helping in your world all of a sudden transform. If you have a lack that not all of that is actually going to happen, right? Then what happens is you get in your own way. You actually block your abundance from coming to you. You block the very thing that's coming to you, and that's the difference. That's why, and so that's why so much is about beliefs. So much is about helping people that you work with to believe that they can do this, helping them to understand. Frankly, it's a very powerful thing to just believe, to understand, to know that that even if you're not perfect, you can take an action and get a better result than somebody that is perfect and doesn't believe in themselves and doesn't believe in the abundance, doesn't believe in what's possible to come to them. I mean, I read something so powerful that Rhonda said is every time when they go and they're traveling and anything that they do, they just always know that that all the good is coming to them, and everything that they need is going to be where they need to be. They're going to find the right place. They're going to do the right things. They're going to attract the right people into their business. They're going everything, from the minutia of the little details all the way up to the biggest stuff, that they're in the right place at the right time, and that they're available to all of the good. And they do a lot of personal study every day as well. It's a core. It's something that every mentor, every 6 and 7 figure mentor that I have ever come across has all said the same thing, of having this foundation, of creating that on a regular basis, tapping yourself into meditation, into audios and videos and reading and everything that can bring you back into that space of, frankly, just allowing all of this power that is within you and within the universe and everywhere around us, that you have access to it. And then when you move into your business and you use incredible systems and simple systems that we have, you get amazing results. I mean, you can get, and especially when the system itself encourages you that you're in the right place at the right time, right? It's all about having the ability to encourage that you're in the right place at the right time. It helps to have a system that does that for you as well, that continually reminds everybody that you're in the right place at the right time and you're doing the right things, and it's okay, just do it, it'll all be good, right? And that is what's so powerful of that, and connecting with the community of people that say that. Now, I don't know if this is ringing any bells. I would love to hear, because I know you all have very, everybody says the same thing in a different way, and we all have a great way to shine our own experience, and that's why we have all kinds of different people speaking different pieces. So as you hear and as you're listening, there may be something that I say that resonates with you. There's something that Greta says. There's something that Michelle says. There's something that Sarita says. Open up and notice what resonates with you as well. That's very powerful. And make a note and write it down. And and as you're getting inspired, take a note of what's your next step, of what's your trust. If you get an impulse to do something as your next step, write it down, take that action, and go do it. Take that action and go do it, because that's the greatest part of you speaking. One little other thing I'm going to say is, because as you go through things, and if you don't see things immediately in your environment, part of that is the trust of you keep going. When somebody says it takes, that you're building a momentum of something, that maybe there's things that are starting to happen, to move in your environment, and part of that might be for you to fall down so that you can get stronger when you stand up. That when you make a mistake, that doesn't mean that you're in the wrong place. It could be part of the process that you stand up, you fall down, and you get strong. You build strength when you stand up physically, and when you stand up from anything, right? That very process might be the very thing that you need in order to adjust. That little tweak, that all of a sudden all the abundance comes in. And it's basically trusting everything that happens around you, including falling down. But that doesn't mean anything other than, it's time to get up, and whatever strength that you take that pulls you back up, that you learn from, it's actually part of the process to your abundance, where you start and then you can start noticing, because when you do that, your vibration lifts. When you're in that space also, if you want to go from a completely esoteric place, your vibration shifts, and you literally pull in from you everything that you need, including the inspired right actions, and including the right people and the right everything moving in motion, so that you can use the powerful systems that are right in front of you and right under your nose. if that makes any sense. I know that was a big mouthful, but I just sort of I've spent the last few hours just sort of ruminating this to express this out. So I don't know, ladies, if you have anything to speak to that, and I would love to hear your take on it. I know you each have your own unique, powerful way of expressing, and something. I open up right now to the availability for the most powerful thing to come flying out of each of your mouths, out of each of your lives, to inspire every person that's watching this. So who would like to speak first on this?
I can say something quickly. I don't have a lot to say, but the first thing that I can think of is always, I think especially in this industry, many people, they get overwhelmed with information and then they hold back. So what's really important is to just be able to go out there and do it, knowing that you've still got so much to learn, knowing that it's never going to be perfect anyway. And I think that's huge. Even if you have the most ability and the most training, if you are just at home doing nothing with it, if you're not out there doing your daily steps and taking action, if you're just training, that's not going to help you make any income. So I think it's really important to just believe in yourself and trust in yourself, and know that you're continuously learning, and you'll be learning until you're 80 years old, until you die. I want to be continuously learning, and I will be continuously learning. But even though I'm continuously learning, I'm allowing myself to share myself with the world, knowing that it's okay. And I think it's a hard one for a lot of people, that they think it's not good enough, or the video is not good enough, or the blog's not good enough, or whatever you are doing is not good enough, and that stops people from going out there and just doing it. And without doing, there's no nothing will come your way, you know. And yeah, I think that's a huge one, and that's the beauty about also what we do. We have so much self-development. Part of what we're doing is a lot of self-development. So it is pushing our boundaries all the time in our comfort zone, but at the same time, it's helping us, sharing ourselves with the world, helping others, and being okay with who we are right now, and being out there right now, even though we might be tired, even though we might have a bad day, you know, even though it might be 3 o'clock in the morning, we're here connecting with other mumpreneurs, which is pretty exciting, and we're doing something different, you know. We're not going to the 9-to-5 job. We've decided we're going to live a different life, and we're connecting with others, and it is very new, this kind of living. Like, not many people have been living like this, you know. We're very lucky that we have this, we're able to do this right now, and we're still learning it, continuously learning, but we're doing some great stuff, and it's very inspiring. But I just want to encourage anyone to just get out there, you know, shoot a video. You know, I actually had to do a video today, and I did it so many times, I'm still not happy, but it's, in the end of the day, I've got to pick one, and I've just got to put it out there for a testimonial from someone that wanted me to do a video, and I was like, it just took me forever, and I hadn't done a video for a while. But in the end, you just got to do it, you know. If I would say, oh, I'm not happy with any of them, I won't do it, then that it's going to harm me. You know, it's not going to harm me, but it's good for me to get exposure, so why would I hold back? I'm just going to do it. And I think, yeah, it's really important to say to yourself, it's okay. If the video's not okay, it's okay. If I look a bit funny, it's okay. If I said the wrong word in that moment, because in the end, we're all human beings. And if people don't see you, if they don't see your face, if you're not out there, no one will know of you. You won't be able to share your message with the world. You won't be able to help anyone else. So just allow yourself to shine and be okay with who you are, and go out there and be open to receive. And yeah, I think that's what it comes down to with me when I hear that, you know, availability versus ability. And I have also a little story to tell, because I had a very good friend, and he was very creative and writing all these amazing stories, but he would never finish a project because he would be continuously trying to improve it. And I knew he was so talented, but he just, and I felt it was such a shame, because he just was so harsh on himself that he never got out there and actually, you know, put his story out there. And then by the time he had, you know, he was doing all these game development, you know, for a software type of game. It was very amazing. But by the time he maybe was pretty good, it had already, all these new things had already been released that were very similar. Mm-hmm. So you just got to allow yourself to get out there and just do it. And the time will never be right. You will always find a fault, and things will never be perfect. So just do it now and allow yourself to shine right now. So that's my little bit to this. Thank you, ladies, for listening.
I love it. Extremely, extremely powerful, Sarita. I've been holding on to a video that's going out today now because of that.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. No, it's brilliant.
That's very, very powerful. Michelle, it's 3 a.m. for you, and Greta just Greta's dealing with something with her little ones. What would you share with us?
Oh gosh, well, this journey is very new to me. I've been holding back probably for quite a long time, and now I'm just getting the ball rolling. I know I just have to get out and do it. And if it does mean getting up at 3 a.m., that's fine. The kids are asleep, the husband, the dog's asleep, so it's actually a really nice, quiet time where I can be perhaps a bit more productive. So I'm just in the process of just being accepting of myself and knowing that I can do this, and just constantly affirming that I can do it. I can. There are going to be challenges. My husband's got my back, and he's like, no, you can, just work really hard. And I've just started reading one of Wayne Dyer's books as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been really good, just altering the mindset and just saying I am powerful and I am who I am. And so, but I think like Sarita, because I go through, watch her blogs and listen to what she has to say. So Sarita, you're an inspiration, and you've got 2 kids the same as me, and to be able to connect with you ladies as well. So just really looking forward to the journey. And yes, there is so much to learn, but I know that I have to take the action. And I did a video yesterday, and I haven't posted it. I did put it on YouTube, but I haven't put it on the blog or Unstoppable yet. So maybe I'll have to do that today. Oh, good.
That's great. Please share with everybody, what's the book that you're reading? What book are you reading right now?
Oh gosh, the title escapes me. I think it's Well Wishes, or
Well Wishes by Wayne Dyer.
Yes.
Okay.
Or Wishes. Yeah. Sorry, it's
It's 3 a.m.
yeah. It was the only one available in the library, so I just had to grab it. So, but no, it's good. It's all about the manifesting and yeah, just positive thoughts, really.
So how recently have you gotten involved with this?
I've only just gone all in as of the weekend.
Oh, that's great. What
Yeah,
can you share? What was it that inspired you to go all in? What was it that inspired you to go all in?
I knew if I was to be successful in the business that instead of sitting on the back benches, I needed to be all in and tap into the mastermind. And I really want to go to Orlando and be with the team, because I'm one of those people that just needs to be in front of other people, and just to be able to learn and really get the ball rolling and feel confident. And this was the best way for me to be able to do it. Or else I could still be at home going, oh, I'm not too sure what I'm doing. But if I'm there with like-minded people and the energy and the positiveness and the fun, I think it would just be an amazing experience, and it'll just get the ball rolling for me and get those 90 days knocked off and $10,000. So
that's great. I mean, because Sarita's such an example. I mean, just recently having, her $10,000 a month income disclaimer. We don't know if you're actually going to take action like we're suggesting that you do here with that sense of availability. There's a link below you can click. I'm curious, because I would love to hear, what was it that inspired you to get to the place of doing what it is that we do, to become this mompreneur? What was it?
We had a really bad situation family-wise. My husband lost his job due to an illness, and I wasn't working because I was at home with the 2 children. And my husband hasn't been able to work for the past few months, and we've actually had to sell. We had an investment property in Auckland, and we've just sold it. We're still waiting on the money to come through. We're actually relying on some government handouts to be able to tie us over until the funds come in. And we have great plans, and we wanted to travel. We want to travel next year, take the kids around the world. We did a trip 2 years ago, and it was amazing. And I just said to my husband, I can't live like this. We can't go and be in this situation again. We never thought it would happen to us. It did. So I just had to see that there was a silver lining to the big grey cloud that was hanging over us. And to me, I think this is our silver lining. It's our opportunity to be able to get out and do it. So we know we're going to do it. We know we're going to get overseas and live our dream and travel, and yeah.
Well, it's funny, because what I feel as I'm sitting here listening to you talking is this, and I'm kind of bringing it back to our topic, but it sounds like you opened yourself up to be available to living a different way, to living another way of life,
yeah.
to living, to the opportunities, to what's possible. to
Definitely.
because this is what I'm feeling. What I'm here. What I'm hearing is I'm feeling you. This. There was something that came inside of you where you became aware of what was possible.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, and opening, opening up to be available to it. I mean, I just think it's wonderful I think it's wonderful that you're here and you're doing this even at 3 a.m. in the morning, and but you're finding a way to do it. You're finding a way to do it, and but it's that space inside of availability to the abundance. It's like I can just feel it emanating from you. Oh, this one just woke up. I am now going to mute myself out. Greta, your turn.
Awesome. Oh, thank you so much, Michelle, for sharing. I really appreciate you just sharing from the heart. I can see just watching you, listening to you, hearing your story. It's very powerful, and I know that there are maybe even yourself watching right now that you can relate to Michelle's struggles and her family's struggles, and to looking and realizing, like Valerie was saying, that there is there is abundance out there for you. There is another way for you to create those dreams that you have for yourself and your family. And it just warms my heart, honestly, to sit here and be connected to these women, and the purity of what you just shared, Michelle, and the authenticity is just something that will just fuel me for the day. And because I just have so much appreciation, it actually makes me feel a little bit emotional, because it's just that reminder again that you know um, it's just for me, authenticity and openness, like you just shared, is just it's my I'm just all over that. I absolutely love it. And um, I'm getting a little bit distracted right now because my children are at my door and they've been in and out this whole time. But that's just it, and that's why we're here and we connect and we get each other. It's just so amazing. I'm just feeling, it just fills my heart. So thank you again, Michelle. And I, yeah, and I wrote down some notes here. Just again, I every time we're on this hangout together, and we do this every Monday or whatever day it is for you right now. But I and it I just always community always really comes up for me, and just being in aligned with these women, and we're so blessed to be able to have new moms hop on with us every now and then, and just to hear these different stories. It's and being connected, like each person. Sorry, I don't know if you can hear that. Each person has their own set of communities. Like Sarita has her, she's connected to myself, she's connected to Michelle and Valerie and Bashan and all these other women that we've had on our hangout. And then each of these different women have all these other different communities. And I mean, it's just like, again, like this abundance of this, if you're still here right now watching, this what we're talking about really truly resonates with you, and in your heart, you feel it, you feel connected to the words and the thoughts and the feelings that we're sharing right now, and it makes you feel, it gives you an awareness of something inside of yourself. You may feel it in different areas of your body. You may be aware of different feelings that are coming up for you right now. As I'm talking, you may feel tingling somewhere in your body, in your hands, in your feet, in your chest, somewhere in your body, and that's a sign that's telling you right now that that you're here for a reason, that there's a message here that you need to hear and that you connect with. And it's just, I feel it right now. I feel it right now. I feel this tingling throughout my whole body as I'm sharing and speaking and reminding myself of everything that was shared here today. And without community, it's doing this road, this entrepreneurship, this entrepreneurial journey. It can be lonely sometimes. It can be scary sometimes. And when you have a community of others that you can connect with, it makes all the difference in the world. I mean, it is a journey, so you may as well enjoy it, you know, while you're going through the journey and building relationships. I mean, relationships to me is like the key to life. I mean, why do this alone? I remember it a long time ago. I used to work in fashion, and I traveled all over the world and lived in different parts of the world, and I was doing it alone for the most part, because I didn't travel in packs with people. I traveled alone and lived out of my suitcase and would meet different people here and there and connect with people along the way. But for the most part, it was always hello, goodbye, hello, goodbye. I wasn't connected to the internet, didn't have like this base of people that I was really connected with. And I was depressed. I was suffering from an eating disorder. I was just like so inside of myself. I wasn't aware. I wasn't leaving myself open to this abundance in the world. And I didn't take advantage of that wherever I was going in the world and living at the time. And it just brings me back to the difference between where I was then and actually traveling the world like so many of us dream of, and going around and being in all these different places and keeping myself closed. I didn't receive all the things that I'm now receiving. I didn't have this richness, this fullness that I now have, being a part of a community and being on another part of my journey in my life and being an entrepreneur. I was an entrepreneur. I guess I've always been an entrepreneur, because I just from the beginning of time, that was just what I did. I just always did my own thing, but now it's just so different. I mean, the difference is like night and day, and that to me again is just the power of community. It's so powerful. And yeah, and it taps into that self-motivation that you too have within yourself, and it just grows. It nurtures it. It's like the community it gives you that water and that food and that air that you need to feed your dreams and goals and desires. So yeah, that's what I have to share. So Valerie, I so appreciate Valerie came up with this amazing topic, and I'm just so appreciative. I was so excited to hear what the topic was going to be today. So thank you so much for that. And Sarita, always sharing so much heart and greatness. It's just amazing. So thank you.
That's great. Thank you, Greta. Does that you always like lift? So you have such a powerful heart space. I don't know how else to put it. If we don't have anything else, I'm going to keep this hanging a little bit short. But I have just a short little exercise. If you're open to going through it, Greta's like, I want to do an exercise.
Yes.
Sarita, Michelle, are you open to a short little exercise?
Yes, good.
Is that cool with you, Sarita? Yeah? Okay. Very, very short. I mean, it's a simple thing because it's something that we can do ourselves, and it involves breathing. It involves breathing and involves having a certain intention. And it's taking a breath. You always say take a deep breath. But what I'm going to have us do is we're going to take a deep breath and then a sigh out of relief. and then I'm going to say something to sort of like trigger your mind a little bit, and just a few things. Hang on one second, because I'm going to pull up. I've got a little short little notes here to guide myself here. Where are we here? One sec. Just a sec. Whoops. Let's see. Find my notes. I'm going to scroll up to my notes here.
It's so funny.
Okay.
You must have heard my wishes, because I was like, oh, please, Valerie, do an exercise.
You're so funny.
You're so powerful, so I'm so happy you're here with us right now.
Thank you. I got to give, I get this from Michael Bernard Beckwith, so that's my inspiration for the exercises that I do. So, okay. Hang on one second. Okay, because it's like our surface mind, we're always looking to the future for some other good thing, but the good has already happened. That's the thing, is that the good has already happened, and that's what, and even like Sarita says, it's like you have inside of you whatever it is, your ability or the video, whatever it is, it's already there. It's all inside of you. It's already there. Or maybe you've made it. You just haven't put it out there. It's already there. And your opportunities are right in front of you. Okay, so hang on one second. Otherwise, I'm just going to do this from wherever. If I can't find it, I'm going to do it from whatever comes up inside of me here. Just a sec.
Voice. Okay.
So I was looking at other points in my notes, and I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. So everybody want to take a deep breath and breathe out a sigh of relief. And say, I have it all.
I have it all.
Okay. Deep breath. Sigh of relief. All my needs are met.
All my needs are met.
All my needs are met.
Deep breath. Sigh of relief. Everything is working together for my good.
Everything is working together for my good.
Because I'm involved with the elegance of the cosmos.
Because I'm involved with the elegance of the cosmos.
Deep breath. Everything is working together for my good.
Everything is working together for my good.
And that's really it. We're going to do it one more time, one more. All of my needs are met.
All of my needs are met.
Now, there might be some surface thing in your mind that's trying to say, well, there's this particular thing in my life right now that's not exactly the way I want it, and I want you to just ignore that thing in your mind, because you don't need to believe everything in your mind. You don't need to believe in the virus of your mind, because you are not your mind. You are the master of your mind. You are the person that, you are this entity, this energy. Your mind is not you. Okay? So again, we're going to take a deep breath. Sigh of relief. All of my needs are met.
All of my needs are met.
Everything is working to my good.
Everything is working to my good.
I am available to more good than I can possibly imagine.
I am available to more good than I can possibly imagine.
And that's it. That's it. It's that space. And we take that space out with us. Because from that space, then you are open. You're open to the opportunities around you. You're open to take that action like Sarita was talking about, to just do. That's the space to just, don't listen to the stuff in your head. Listen to that. That's what's real. That's what's real. And from there, it'll become visible. We're talking about the invisible. You feel it first, and then miracles happen. And it becomes visible. It becomes visible. So for those of you, again, down below, you will see there's a link. If you're not already connected to our system, click on it. You're here for a reason. If you're still watching us right now and you're not connected into our system yet, just get in there. You're here for a reason. Check it out. Try it. There's a try it. There's like no obligation. Get in, watch, learn, try, take in the information. There's a reason for you to even do that. There's a reason for you to even do that. And for those of you that are already in, my goodness, utilize what we've got and trust that you have everything that you need. You have everything that you need, and now you can just go out and take action and receive. Anything else? Sarita, Michelle, Greta?
Thank you,
put a button on it, Sarita?
No, thank you. I'm actually pretty good. That was the one thing. I think I don't want to over complicate it today. I just want to keep it really simple and powerful.
That's it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Love you all.
Love you all. Thank you.
Next week. On the Hangout. Everybody else connect with us in between.